Hello everyone, Tornalian here, and before we get into this Ekko video, I have a quick announcement to make. I have made and completed a schedule for both YouTube and Twitch starting next week. Haven't been streaming as much as I should be, so I've set up a schedule as follows. I'll be alternating every other day, so I will be uploading to YouTube on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And then streaming will be, of course, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Monday will feature either a Twitch stream highlight reel from the past week or a recasted commentary. Wednesday uploads will consist of a live gameplay commentary or a multi-game series that could be recasted or live of my ranked climb. Fridays will feature a champion tutorial or guide, or perhaps an off-meta build or setup spotlight to round out the week. The focus of the Twitch streams are currently undetermined. They will probably feature a lot of ranked gameplay and tutorials and discussion. Now that that's out of the way, let's get right into the video. Who is Ekko? Ekko is a high mobility assassin skirmisher type champion who relies on dipping in and out of a fight and running circles around his enemies. So why don't people play Ekko? Why do people prefer other picks over this character? Well, when he was first released, he had the benefit of both being high base damage and high scaling, and so a lot of people decided to take him as a tank and just rely on his high base damage and mobility to be able to stick to people, and removed basically all of his counterplays. Shorter term, a bunch of pansies made the champion easier, a lot easier, and in fact Riot had to do a miniature rework to make it stop happening. So how does he play? Well, he jukes in and out of a fight, utilizing his passive Zero Drive Resonance for more mobility and speediness, getting in and out of a fight. He has an excellent, well-rounded kit focused around disrupting as well as dealing significant both AoE damage as well as single target executions. He is excellent at kiting or chasing down fleeing enemies, withdrawing from a fight or pursuing one. He is just a well-rounded character. So let's talk a little bit more about what makes this character deal so much damage, and that is because of his passive, an effective 5th spell. It is called the Zero Drive Resonance. It is another 3-hit passive. Every 3 spell or auto attacks that hit a given champion apply a stack. 3 stacks deal extra damage that both scale with level and scale with ability power. This was what made Ekko so broken as a tank, was because he got a bonus 5th ability completely for free that scaled really well as the game went on. His first basic ability is Time Winder. It is a spell with 2 components. It's a boomerang. You throw out, it goes really quickly when it reaches its full distance or when it hits an enemy champion. It then begins traveling slower and creates a slowing field for enemy champions. It has a higher base damage going out, but with a lower ability power ratio, as well as the slow that increases with rank. It has lower base damage but double the scaling on the return strike that happens after a short delay, between 1 and 2 seconds. This ability has a net scaling of 90%, 30% going out, 60% coming back in. Gives him really solid wave pressure and wave control, because usually you use this ability once or twice and the entire wave is just gone. Gives you the ability to roam if you're mid lane, or if you're in top lane, you can shove in your opponent and look for plays elsewhere. Now we're going to change it up and talk about his third basic ability, and not his second. The Phase Dive. Phase Dive is a very simple spell with a lot of uses. On cast, it allows you to dash a short distance in any direction, and then it empowers your next auto attack to deal bonus damage and blink to the target, giving you bonus range. This ability allows you to dodge skill shots both with the dash and with the blink. The second one's harder, takes practice, but you can dodge projectiles, ultimates, because you do blink over the incoming attack. This ability has a small bonus ratio with only 40% scaling, but the big deal is it allows you to close that distance and allows you to utilize your Time Winder or passive better. And here's what I mean by that. There are two basic combos utilizing these abilities. One, you use your Phase Dive first. This is the more common combo that in my opinion is not as effective, but it is easier to execute. You use your Phase Dive to close the distance on your enemy, and then you jump to them with the blink. You throw your Time Winder point blank, making it very difficult for you to miss, and applying the slow while you're in melee range. You then use an auto attack to trigger your Zero Drive Resonance, which allows you either to run past them for your Time Winder to jump back through them, or to withdraw and take the favorable trade. Now the problem is, if you're against someone that has a couple dashes, or a solid amount of mobility, or a slow of their own, it's very difficult for you to get that third auto attack off, which is crucial to proccing your Zero Drive Resonance, because that is 80% of your ability power that you're missing out on bonus damage. And you're missing out on the movement speed, which helps you withdraw from the fight, meaning you're going to take more damage going out of the trade. Neither of those are good things. This is the combo that I prefer, but this is going to take some time practicing, and it takes a lot of timing and precision to pull off. You throw out your Time Winder, and you hit the enemy. It then starts to move past them, and then you use your Phase Dive to dodge to the side, and then dash onto them with the blink as the Time Winder comes back to you, because it does follow you. Meaning that you're going to deal the passive damage, your return damage on the Time Winder, which by the way has a higher ability power ratio than going out, and your Phase Dive damage all at once. Meaning you do not have to stay in the trade any longer, you can immediately withdraw. As opposed to the other combo where you have to stay in the trade for approximately a whole second of being exposed to enemy damage. And that is why I prefer the second combo as opposed to the first. However, in team fights, the first combo is much easier to execute because you are relying on diving through multiple enemies on the given team as opposed to harassing a single target. Alright, that is all for our first episode of Tips and Tricks featuring my personal favorite character in the entire game, Ekko. In another video, I will be covering more on the Parallel Convergence, his W, and the Chrono Break, his badass ultimate. But that is going to be for another day. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.